And our next guest isn't getting off the Nvidia train. It remains his top holding in the Morningstar 4-star rated Virtu's Silvant focused fund, which was up 14% last year. Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet, Amazon round out his top 5. Michael Sansoterra is Chief Investment Officer at Silvant Capital. Michael, it's good to see you again. What are your thoughts about Nvidia and AMD so far based on everything that you've seen? And what an incredible start to the year it's been.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice at CES. It's an exciting period for tech investors and tech users. I would say NVIDIA's commentary was somewhat expected, and that's part of the reason why the stock's not tearing today. The demand in AI and chipsets continues, and the most important part for NVIDIA is, are they on the cutting edge? And they very much are so. The fact that Vera Rubin's going to ship early has folks excited. The expectation was it would be great, and it is. They're talking about 10 times cost savings per token per watt. So you've got faster, better, cutting-edge stuff coming from NVIDIA sooner. That's a positive. I didn't hear anything bad out of AMD. We don't own any AMD at Silvant, but I think things are plenty of room for all these chips to do well. The rising tide is raising them all, but NVIDIA clearly the leader, no question.
Many have suggested this might be the year to jump from an NVIDIA to others, especially as the TPUs, I don't know all the details, but these kind of other processing options become more at the forefront. We've seen how Gemini has done quite well in terms of its kind of battle with ChatGPT also. So why are you sticking with NVIDIA throughout all of those changes and cross currents?
Yeah, that's a great question. In the Virtus Silvant Focused Growth Fund, our goal is to have a little bit of all of the winners, and we think there's a handful of them, including NVIDIA, including Alphabet. TPUs will have their place. Custom ASICs will have their place. We're seeing NVIDIA even move into acquisitions to find other places that will ultimately take portions of the stack. We like NVIDIA primarily because of the magnitude of the stack, but we like Alphabet as well. We think they're well positioned with Gemini 3. These models tend to leapfrog one another. Right now, they're showing not only strong benchmark performance in their model, but we're also seeing them really defend their moat from search. So there's going to be multiple winners here, and I think you can own a handful of them, particularly when you look at the Russell 1000 Growth Index is 50% tech. You've got lots of stocks you can choose from.
So let's talk also about the memory names, because these are just ripping. And there was this data out of the Korean, I think, Economic Daily yesterday, where it said that SK Hynix and Samsung were going to raise server DRAM prices by 60 to 70% in Q1 from Q4 of just last year. So right. I understand the market was expecting pricing to go up maybe more in the range of 40% across the board this year. What could possibly, is that how bad the shortages are? I mean, what's driving that? And what do you do with those stocks who, I'm sure a lot of people sit there and go, geez, I thought I missed the move in 2025. Now, once again, I feel like I've missed the move in 2026.
Right. The memory stocks are volatile, and folks that, trade them, we're investors. The folks that trade them know that. What we tend to do and the way we look at it is a little bit differently. I want to buy the tools maker that takes advantage of DRAM pricing, and that's ASML. ASML is the litho king. Then the more DRAM pricing and the more expansion of capacity, which we're going to see 2026 to 2028, way more capacity for DRAM, puts ASML perfectly situated to profit from that. So if you're afraid of chasing super high memory rates on stocks, you can buy ASML at a reasonable price. We think the next few years it's going to beat expectations. You're seeing some sell-side upgrades now kind of coming around to it. We've owned it for the last 3 years. But ASML is well situated to take advantage, and maybe not quite the same crazy ride as chasing some of the pure memory guys.